Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the quarter 2 of 2024, April through June of this year. We're going to jump right in here. You have this card that says, a fiery climax approaches. You also have this card that says, be bold and make the first move. So anything you're thinking about doing, I would get to it. There's nothing more you can change. You have the Temperance card, and sometimes with the Temperance card, I think that we're trying to do something in our life, or we're trying to make a change, or we're trying to, think about taking action on something or creating something, and it's almost like we are trying to make something too perfect. And I feel like the Temperance card, good card, I like the Temperance card, of course, but I also feel like the Temperance card is saying, be bold and make the first move. There's this path right here, I'll show you on the Temperance card, and the path is the path to glory. That's what it's called. And it's kind of like the path to the thing that you desire to have in your life, or whatever it is that you're trying to make perfect. And basically sometimes the Temperance card just says, get off on the path. Just start your journey towards whatever it is that you want, and you will be very successful. So I think it's time to get moving. Yeah, you have this TikTok card, which is like, get moving, take that leap of faith or whatever. And so I kind of feel that for a lot of you. But you have the Temperance card, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Some of you could be going through healing or have gone through. And here, I literally said leap of faith. And there you go. So I definitely feel there's some sort of leap of faith for you. But, again, the Temperance card is about turning like water into wine, or transforming your situation. You can turn a negative into a positive with the Temperance card. You can also turn a positive into a negative with the Temperance card. The choice is yours. This right here is the path to glory. Like I said, there's this crown here. Sometimes I feel with this card that we just have to get off on that path, and we have to head towards whatever it is we're trying to create. And if we do that, we'll get it. Plain and simple. So I feel like it's time to get moving. You have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about forgiveness and healing. I do feel some of you, of course, maybe went through a breakup, but these swords are in your own heart. And the Three of Swords says you have to take those swords out of your heart so that you can heal. And so I do feel that for some of you, there's clearly love coming in for you. You have like a lot of these cards that could represent like a new connection. That be bold, make the first move card could say maybe you need to like flirt with a person or something like that to get that whatever that is going. But there definitely could be love here. And the Three of Swords kind of says, make sure you're coming from a healed place. Yeah, the Three of Swords also can represent a temporary situation. And it is popping into my head. I almost never read the Three of Swords as a temporary situation, but it is popping into my head. It's raining on the card, and obviously it doesn't rain forever. So, it just represents something temporary. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords can be a victory or a quick success coming in for you. So I do feel like there could be a victory or a quick success coming in for you here with the Ace of Swords. I also feel like there could be balance, more balance or balanced situation coming in for you. There are these 6 golden yods here on the card, and they kind of just they're in perfect balance, and they just represent balance coming into your life or a balanced situation. You also have 2 aces right here, which is amazing. 2 aces to me is a definite yes to any question that I haven't answered. So, again, if you have any questions, could be a yes. I also do feel there could be love here coming in. Could be a water sign, could be any sign, could be a Libra as well. Could be an Aquarius, could be an air sign, could be any sign, general reading. But if you want love, I do feel that this could be communication. And the Ace of Wands would represent a lot of desire between you and this person. So let's see where this is going. With the Temperance card, you have the Empress. I feel like this is a gift. Really, I feel like there's whatever you want or whatever change you're trying to create here. It's almost like the universe is like, okay, you can just have it. It's like, I get this feeling of like a gift from the universe, or like the universe is going to make something, I don't want to say easy, because I don't think anything is easy right now, but it's almost as if like you have this desire to create something, and the universe is like, here you go. There it is. You can have it. This could be a person for some of you as well. It could be a person you find very attractive. The Empress does not have to be a woman. It could be whatever you're into. And the Empress is like someone who's very abundant, who's able to create, who can manifest very quickly. So, you could be the Empress here as well. But I kind of do feel you're attracting like an Empress type person, With the Three of Swords, here you go. 9 of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. 9 of Pentacles is about your environment. And with the Three of Swords, I would make sure that you are surrounding yourself with a positive environment. The reason I say that is she has this snail right here. Snails wear their homes on their backs. And I always look at the Nine of Pentacles as a card that says, if you are surrounding yourself with a positive environment, and then that means like everything around you, the people around you, everything, then you will create more abundance. But if not, then you won't. She also understands giving. She has 3 pentacles over here and 6 pentacles over here. So she always keeps 6 pentacles for herself over here, and she's willing to give 3 pentacles to any situation that enters into her life. But those pentacles could be like time, effort, energy, love, pretty much anything. And so she's never over giving. And I think that some of you, maybe if you've been hurt, it could be because you overgave, and that's definitely popping into my head here. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Five of Cups. There's something much better. If you're sad about a past relationship, again, the Five of Cups, there's 3 going this way normally, and then there's 2 behind this person, which 2 cups, kind of like the Two of Cups. I feel like there is a solid connection coming in for you once you kind of like let go of the past connection. I don't feel that for all of you, I only feel that for some of you, and I feel most of you have released like a past connection already, so it's almost not even worth saying, right? But I do feel like there's something much more solid coming in for you here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Diligence card and this Happiness card. I do feel there is a lot of happiness coming in for you, or you could be very happy. You could be finding a lot of happiness at this time. This Diligence card, for whatever reason, I feel like you are super motivated, which kind of makes sense. I feel a lot of you also, it's almost like the universe is encouraging you here. And, I think that you're working and you're probably getting better results. And obviously, when we feel more supported, we are more supported, we feel better. Then, when that happens, we want to take more action. When we take more action, then we find more success. We kind of create that positive snowball type of energy here, and that's kind of what I get. I don't really get diligence. I get more motivated. Maybe it's because you're being diligent or whatever, but I feel some sort of like positive snowball here. You have the Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. The Three of Cups, of course, is a card of a celebration or happiness. I would definitely encourage you to socialize, especially for those of you that are looking for love. You could be meeting someone through your community or through socializing. Again, Three of Cups can represent your community, where you live, the people around you, or if you if you belong to a community, it could be that community as well. But, Three of Cups is a definite celebration. They're also celebrating a harvest. You see these pumpkins here on the card, like here and here and here. So again, some of you could be celebrating some sort of harvest that you're having, or again, like I said, I do feel like some of you could be increasing your earnings. You have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. Basically being an Aries. So I feel that anything you can do to move in new directions will lead to a lot of success. She has this sunflower here, and the sunflower points towards the sun. So there's clearly something that is going to make you very happy or coming in for you, but you have to move towards it. She has that sunflower, and she has to get up and move in that direction. She also has to, she also kind of represents needing to not care what people think. So I do feel that there could be an opportunity, or there could be something that's coming in for you where you are going to have to do something that people are, I kind of get this feeling of people telling you not to do something, and I would ignore those people, right? It's almost like, I don't really have any good examples. Maybe you want to start a business, and they're like, oh, don't start a business, it's risky. Or maybe you want to date a person, and maybe they're like, oh, I don't trust this person, but maybe also they don't have a good reason. Maybe they're just jealous or whatever. So I would be careful of the things that people say to you. I also feel that some of you are entering into a situation where you're going to have to learn as you go. The Queen of Wands, she is my card of learning as you go. And so you might be entering into a situation where you don't have all the details, but you will figure it out. So keep going. You have the Ace of Wands. I do feel if this is love, that there is a very passionate connection coming in for you. So, I kind of feel like the two of you won't be able to stay away from each other. So there you go. That could be a good thing. I also feel that Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. So if you're starting something new or entering into a new beginning, which it looks like you are, because we go Justice to the Magician. The Magician, believe it or not, can represent, he kind of represents needing to have a new beginning. Like he's pointing up with his wand, pointing down to the ground. He has like an idea, something he wants to manifest, but he's like just needs to bring it down to earth. He needs to take action. So I feel for a lot of you that you could have a new idea, new plans for your life, and this is saying like you need to bring it down to earth. And I was saying a leap of faith, and then the Fool shows up. With the Three of Cups, you have the Hermit. I kind of feel like you are attracting a hermit. I kind of feel like you are attracting a person who maybe stays home. Again, this could be a good person though. It's like you don't have to worry about what they're up to or anything. I think that this could be like a little bit of a hermit energy, not in a bad way. I feel they'll socialize, but I just think that maybe they're more kind of like a hermit. It definitely popped into my head. I also feel that some of you need to start showing off your skills more, and that's all I get there. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Chariot. Yes, definitely a victory coming in for you. Everybody gets a Chariot. It's crazy to me, but the Chariot is about a victory. I feel like the universe is trying to lead you in a new direction. These two Sphinxes here, they represent the mysteries of the universe, and it's kind of hard to see, but they have their tails, their tails here in their paws, and the tail and the paw on these two Sphinxes kind of says that they have a good handle on his past. The universe, it basically, the tails and the paws say that the universe knows where you have come from. Like the universe knows your story, knows where you've been, and so the universe is not going to steer you wrong. And I kind of get that feeling here with the Chariot, is that it's saying the universe is guiding you, and you need to trust that the universe is not going to steer you wrong. So, there's kind of like a little bit of blind faith going on here in this reading, especially the Queen of Wands is kind of like the card of blind faith. She has to do something without knowing all the details. She has to do something without knowing whether or not she's protected from risk. That's the whole point of the Queen of Wands. So, again, I feel a lot of you could be taking a risk. Here you go. You have the Five of Swords. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is my card of taking a risk, just as I was saying. So there's clearly some sort of risk, and I feel like you will conquer that risk. I feel like you will be finding success if you kind of like take a leap of faith or take a risk at this time. I'm pretty sure I've said this to you in your last reading as well, so that would make sense. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Phoenix card. It says they couldn't stop you, or you're coming back stronger. So, and you also have this Unreliable card. It says you're struggling with finishing things you start. But, there's like a Pinocchio person here. So I feel for some of you, you could have been dealing with like a liar, cheater, stealer, and it's like now you're healing from that. If you went through this Three of Swords. You have this card that says this is all a test of strength, pushing you beyond your comfort zone. This card here says start one thing at a time, start small, and believe you're a finisher. I do feel with the Queen of Wands that this reading is saying, see something through all the way to the end. You want to do something. And I really see you like leveling things up. I feel like you've already kind of like tried to level things up as well. This could be in work or business, I'm getting. And it's like, I feel like you've already been doing things to level up, and I think you need to do more. I feel like this is saying you're very close. You just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. You have the King of Wands, the Justice card, and the Knight of Wands. The King of Cups. The King of Cups, I do feel this could be a person that's coming in for you. King of Cups, I kind of read, personally I read tarot on a spectrum. To me, there's like really good, really bad, and everything in between for every single card. That's why I don't read reversals, I read energy. And, the King of Cups on the very positive side of things, he is very much in control of his emotions. The positive version of the King of Cups, he doesn't really care what's going on around him. You can see that he's sitting in these choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine. The whole point of the card is that he doesn't need his circumstances to be perfect for him to be successful. He thrives in chaos. He's perfectly fine. And so I think during a time of chaos that finding a person who is successful no matter what is going on is always a good thing. So you could be finding a person or attracting a person in your life who's like very successful no matter what is going on around them. And, that could be what attracts you to them. You have the Justice card. I do feel like some of you are getting justice or seeing someone, it's like you're getting positive karma. Remember what I said about that Empress being like a gift from the universe? I kind of feel like it is a gift. It might not even be a person, it could just be something that you've been hoping or praying for. And with this Justice card, that definitely kind of solidified that message for me when I pulled that Empress card. The Justice card can literally just be justice. Justice is cause and effect. But for you, I feel like you're getting justice for something you've been through or something that someone has done to you, take it how it resonates. You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, I feel, is saying be willing to be fearless. The Knight of Wands is all about being fearless, being bold, really going towards something you want to accomplish. And he's also the builder in the tarot. He doesn't necessarily know how to do something, but he is willing to build whatever he needs to build to find success on his journey. And, I feel a lot of you are on this journey where you might have to like build new things. With the King of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands here. See, I do feel like you're attracting a person who might be a little guarded. I I think that you will be able to break this person down, but this person might have some boundaries up, or they might just. I don't think this is a bad thing. Like, this person isn't not gonna open up to you, right? I always tell people, like, obviously, if someone is not opening up at all, leave, right? I don't think we should be, waiting for people for years and years and years. I don't think we should be waiting for people for months and months and months either. It's like, if a person isn't ready, they're not ready. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Again, I always tell people, it's like, when you wait on a person, you're telling the universe that what you deserve is to wait for a person. So I always tell people, don't do it. There are plenty of people out there that are ready right now, right? We just have to look for them. So I kind of feel like this is saying, but I do feel that this person will open up. So, there you go. With the Justice card, you have the Five of Wands. Again, I feel like you've learned a lot, or there's something here about a difficult lesson that you've learned, and the Five of Wands is conflict and competition, but, I like the Five of Wands because these people they're using sticks to fight, they're not using swords. The card itself basically says that they are learning how to fight, they are learning how to go through battle, and I think you basically have learned how to go through battle, now you're kind of like coming out the other side. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is about carrying a heavy burden. So again, I feel like you could be releasing burdens. I wouldn't say that I think I said this at the beginning of your reading, but I wouldn't say that things are necessarily getting easier for you, but I just think you're kind of like doing things in better ways, or it's almost like you're just coming up with better ways of doing things, and this could be removing a lot of friction from your life, which obviously we should be doing. In the area of the good stuff, you have this TikTok card and this round and round card. The round and round card is things just going round and round and round. But again, coming up in the good stuff, this could say that you are ending a cycle, or that you're bringing a cycle to an end. The TikTok card kind of says that normally it would say you're running out of time, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff, so I feel like you are not running out of time. I feel you're taking advantage of something that is going to be very good for you. You have the Magician, the Knight of Swords, and the Fool. Again, I feel like you attracted this gift, or you attracted a gift into your life, or something that is going to make you very happy. That Empress at the beginning of the reading, and it's almost like this is a gift from the universe that's going to make you very happy, or whatever. And I feel like you've earned it. I don't even think you've attracted it. I think that's part of it. It's like, I think, we have to be in alignment with something to receive it from the universe. So I think that's part of it. But it's almost like you have earned something based off of what you've been through. I always pull the card he's pointing to, which we're just going to say is this one here. And it says workaholic on it. It says having a strong work ethic and giving it 110% all the time. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So again, I feel you've been working hard. And again, I would actually say, I would encourage you to work smarter, not harder at this time. We are literally in a time where the universe is saying you have to work smarter, not harder. So I encourage everyone to find better ways of doing things, and even less work. I tell people, like, if you're thinking, oh, I need to work more to increase my earnings, wrong answer. It's like, how can you do less? How can you, give yourself more time? How can you, how can you have, can you create, instead of working 40 hours a week, on your side hustle or whatever, can you create like 8 really, really good concentrated hours of effort? That will equal like 100 hours of time if you can get like 8 good hours, right? I think we have to really play this efficiency game, and if you do that, just based off the astrology, you'll be very successful. So there you go. You have this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is charging towards something, and again, I feel like you're picking up momentum, which has come up for you multiple times before. Basically, when you start removing friction from your life, things speed up, things get better, and I think that's what's going on here. You have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith, so I do feel it's time for you to take a leap of faith in a new direction in your life. This could be towards a new beginning, or just towards success in general, which I would definitely encourage you to do here. So let's see. With the Magician, you have the Knight of Wands again. So again, I feel like the Knight of Wands is kind of like you, showing up in the reading, going on an adventure. I feel that, going on new adventures could lead to a lot of success. Yes, with the Knight of Swords, you have the King of Cups. So there's clearly a person that's going to be rushing into your life here. I kind of get the feeling that you could be rushing towards a person as well. Take it how it resonates, but you have that be bold, make the first move. Obviously, this isn't going to be true for all of you. But, again, you could be making a move towards a person. You could be, and this could be like flirting. You don't have to like tell this person like, oh, I'm in love with you. But, I think that some of you could be, communicating with a person or something like that. With the Fool, you have the Page of Cups, yes, I think you need to take a leap of faith and love. If you're interested in a person, especially for those of you, like if you're interested in someone who basically doesn't know that you exist, then, obviously you're going to have to make this person aware of your presence. So, I would say make a move. For others, the Page of Cups can be a dream and, something that you're dreaming of. I always say he has this fish. He has that fish in that cup there, and that fish might not exist. We don't actually know. So that fish might be part of his dream or a dream, something that he's dreaming of. And the Fool just says, if you have a dream, take a leap of faith. Yeah, you are being blessed at this time. You have this exaltation card right here. So, I feel like the universe is blessing you, literally, and bringing some sort of gift into your life. It's like you've earned this. I feel like and if this is love, I feel like you've both earned each other. It's like you're attracting a person where, both people have passed their tests, have learned their lessons, and you're probably getting a real one here, right? You have this adaptability card. We are in a time of adaptability. Literally, if one way to do something doesn't work, try something else. Plain and simple. I say it every reading, right? You have this control card. It's actually a good card. It reminds me of the world. So I feel like you are in control of your world, but you could be experiencing some achievements or having an accomplishment as well. So I do feel that there could be some big accomplishments here. You have this enterprise card. Yes, I definitely, like any of you that have a side hustle, a business, anything like that, the astrology really kind of rewards you for that. And again, you don't have to have those things, as I always say, but if you are here and you do, then, there could be some extra success, coming in because of that. So really nice. Next, you have this acquisition card. Yes, I know it. You definitely, this is my fancy couple card. Could be a Taurus that you're attracting as well. You have a bunch of Taurus cards here. Could be any sign, general reading, but this is my fancy couple card. I feel that there could be a really solid connection coming in for you here, Aries, as well. Definitely a gift from the universe, but the universe is blessing you, and I feel like you're going to be happy because of it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your quarter.